Attracting a woman calls for more than only appearance or charisma. It's about setting yourself such that she organically draws you in without you chasing or pleading. Many men get this incorrect. They believe they can win a woman's heart by always demonstrating how much they care or by being excessively available. Attraction, in fact, is not about using pickup lines or engaging in games. It's about arriving with confidence, establishing limits, and keeping some enigma. Women will start to be more interested when you stop over-explaining yourself and start to take responsibility for your behavior. They'll want to know more about you without you having to do anything further. This is not about pressuring someone to like you. It's about showing yourself driven by purpose, emotionally healthy, and grounded. Building this sort of power causes you to quit pursuing. You don't have to persuade anyone to pick you. You turn into the sort of guy women are instinctively attracted to. This movie will teach you the ideas that will alter your perspective on attraction. Though it may seem easy, it is effective. Rule 1. Be the one she cannot completely read. Attracting a lady requires knowledge of one fundamental idea. Predictability destroys attraction. She loses interest. Women are naturally attracted to enigma. Everything about you being clear makes it dull. Machiavelli once remarked, "People don't appreciate what they fully grasp. They value what they cannot totally foresee." This is especially relevant to attractiveness. You're basically giving her all she needs to know about you. If you repeatedly describe your ideas, provide too many compliments, or show how different or great you are in comparison to other men, that is not appealing. You're pushing her away instead of pulling her in, since she no longer feels the urge to pursue. She knows too much. Once that occurs, the flame evaporates. Attraction is built on mystery and wonder, not on assurance. In actual life, this implies don't be the man who puts everything on the table. Don't tell every element of your life or rush share your long-term goals on the first date. Hold some things private. You don't have to message her daily. Should she not express regular interest, refrain from bombarding her with texts. Don't be too accessible. The main thing is to let her question. Giving her space lets her consider you. You arouse curiosity. Don't rush to answer right away. If she doesn't respond, don't double text. Let her time to miss you. Silence creates tension, makes her question what you're doing, and drives the desire. It doesn't mean you're ignoring her. Not knowing precisely what you are doing or thinking will drive her to want to understand you. She'll begin wondering, what is happening with him? Your unpredictability makes you more fascinating. Such is the strength of enigma. The little you reveal, the more she must pursue you. This is about setting oneself such that she feels attracted to you, not about playing games. Her uncertainty about you sets off her interest, which draws her in. Therefore, be the one she cannot completely read. Let her desire more and see how your relationship changes. Rule 2. Online, your presence should be rare and valuable. Everything takes place online in modern society, and your social media profile can either create or destroy appeal. Constant publishing, commenting on every girl's story, or hourly thought sharing all drive her away rather than bring her in. The main point is straightforward: less is more. Your online presence should feel unusual, almost like a gift she gets to view just sometimes. Women are drawn to guys who are concentrated and have something happening in their lives. Your social media gives the incorrect impression if it seems like you are constantly available and seeking attention. It shouts neediness, which is never appealing. Consider it this way: your presence begins to feel overpowering if she notices your tail appear every few hours, or you are always commenting under every post. It stops being unique. Rather, you want her to consider, what's he up to? And question why she hasn't observed you posting or commenting recently. Machiavelli would have counseled you to keep a mysterious demeanor. On the internet, power derives from scarcity. Post just when you have anything worthwhile to share. Don't fill your feed with arbitrary posts or comments only to get seen. Share glimpses of your life, but refrain from oversharing. Your posts will keep her engaged if they seem genuine and illustrate who you are becoming instead of what you are attempting to prove. It's about offering her glimpses of what's fascinating about you, not about displaying everything you do. Whether it's a well-crafted post, a meaningful photo, or something she can relate to, make sure it displays your actual value, not a frantic effort to draw attention. The idea is not to vanish totally, but rather to generate a feeling of scarcity. Post with purpose when you do. Your material will make her stop and consider, which will increase her likelihood of interacting. This is not about being enigmatic for its own sake. It's about building an online presence that represents a full, hectic, purposeful life. This approach is all about leaving a little to the imagination. You don't want her to think you're constantly accessible or working too hard. Rather, let your internet presence be uncommon, precious, and somewhat elusive. That is what draws it. Rule 3. Quit over-explaining and defending yourself. Over-explaining themselves or always justifying their behavior is one of men's greatest blunders in relationships. Whether you're attempting to excuse anything you said, apologizing for every little thing, or feeling like you have to explain why you're different from other men, it's all the same. It's a symptom of insecurity. Women may feel that. Machiavelli reportedly remarked, "The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him." Let's go further. How you present yourself among women reveals to her how she should treat you. Constantly defending yourself tells her you require her approval, and that is not appealing. Defending oneself excessively puts her unavoidably in the role of judge. She begins to feel as though she is in control, which could change the dynamic, so that you are continually attempting to persuade her instead of her being attracted to you. This creates pressure, not attraction. Women want to feel interested, not as though they are always judging or examining you. In reality, you don't have to rush or apologize right away if she gives you a look or questions something you said. There's no need for you to backtrack. Just grin and reply, "You'll work me out later." Instead, have faith in yourself so that her criticism does not concern you. Should she inquire as to why you did not respond immediately, simply respond, "I don't rush anything I care about." Owning your rhythm is what matters. Stopping over-explaining oneself allows you to make room for curiosity and enigma. Confidence is about being quiet and composed, not about being loud or brash. You start to be the guy who's interesting when you stop wanting to clarify every tiny item. Women are attracted to guys who are emotionally secure and unaffected by misconceptions. The main point is to cease being emotionally reactive. Maintain your cool rather than becoming angry if she pushes back or grows distant. Should she provide you less, reduce your energy as well. The less you attempt to excuse or explain, the more she will question you. What about that interest? Its strength is amazing. Stopping to explain starts to generate a sense of mystery, which draws women. Rule 4. Be emotionally selective, not emotionally needy. Practicing emotional control is among the most crucial actions you can take while developing attraction. Being emotionally reactive, always pursuing her attention, or becoming angry when she withdraws are all signs of neediness. And neediness is never appealing. Machiavelli knew the need of emotional control. Constant emotional reaction to what she says or does reveals your peace of mind relies on her conduct. Doing so gives her control over you, and hence reduces your appeal. Practically speaking, this means you don't have to melt every time she says something nice or withdraws for a few days. Doing so places all the emotional burden of the relationship on her. She feels as though she can choose whether or not you are content. True attraction, however, originates from a point of emotional stability rather than emotional need. Rather, work on emotional selectivity. This implies you decide when to emotionally participate and when to maintain distance. You need not worry if she seems distant or chilly. Just draw back a little. Should she not respond immediately, resist the need to send a paragraph attempting to justify yourself. Rather, take your time with your replies. Let her have time to miss you. Should she cancel on arrangements, do not plead with her to compensate for them. Simply say, "All good," and carry on. You're keeping your own peace and vitality, not pursuing her favor. Women are drawn to this kind of guy, since he doesn't require them to feel whole. His life is already packed. In relationships, it's about giving when it's deserved. Praise her when she merits it. Match her enthusiasm, but don't be the person who offers 100% of himself when she's only offering 40%. That causes a disparity, and women experience it. They can tell when a man is giving more than he is getting, which is not appealing. Being emotionally selective does not imply indifference. It suggests you value your own emotional stability and peace of mind first. Your reaction to women will change when you stop being emotionally reactive and start controlling your emotions. You become the guy who controls his own feelings, and that is the sort of man women want to be near. Rule 5. Increase your power. So she thinks lucky to receive your time. The strongest kind of attraction is when a woman thinks she is fortunate to have your time. Most guys pursue women since their lives lack anything else to occupy them. Their world centers on the lady they just met, and that's when they begin to behave frantic and too accessible. Machiavelli would have found this amusing. He knew that real power comes from being satisfied in other aspects of your life. Your emphasis on developing something, whether it be your career, your fitness, or your personal goals, naturally diverts your attention from pursuing attention. Women sense that energy. They can tell when a guy is already actively toiling on something significant to him. They can sense the distinction between a man with his own goal and one who is accessible for her 24/7. Having your own life goal helps you to avoid being clingy. You don't pursue her since you are not anxious for her approval. You are already on your way. Should she decide to join it, wonderful. Otherwise, you will carry on. At a deeper level, this is how attraction operates. Everything else falls into place when you are creating something, a business, a side project, a talent, or simply concentrating on your personal development. Boredom causes you to stop texting. You cease overgiving your time. You cease pursuing. Instead, you concentrate on what actually important to you. Women find it alluring. Your life gets so fascinating and rich that the thought of you requiring her approval feels strange. Because it's not about gaming or manipulating people, this is the most appealing kind of power. It's about being the sort of guy who is already complete. Women can tell when you are already content with who you are and what you are doing. They want to be around you since you are not attempting to persuade them to select you. You have already selected yourself. The main point is to create your own universe. Whether your interests are in your job, health, or personal development, keep bettering yourself. Building more makes you more magnetic. Women will be unable to resist the energy you exude when they believe they must deserve a portion of your time, not the reverse. Should this video clarify the main techniques for drawing women? Keep going. There is more to know. Watching The Surprising Ideas Nietzsche Had About Women is something I really advise. This film investigates Nietzsche's own viewpoint on relationships and attraction. His unusual thoughts can help you to see women more clearly and help you to create stronger relationships. Understanding the psychology underlying attraction and what actually pulls people to one another drives everything. Watch it right away by clicking the link, then keep honing the skill of attraction.